I never watch horror movies, but there are a few Halloween movies that I do enjoy. Hi, I'm Maria, the Wandering Simmer, and today we are going to build a house, but every room is going to be a different Halloween movie that I like. So these are the Halloween movies that we have today. Casper, Beetlejuice, The Addams Family, Little Shop of Horrors, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Hotel Transylvania, Cabin in the Woods, It, Coraline, and Happy Death Day. So we're going to spin the wheel and see which movie we are going to be using for the outside of our house. Ready, go! And... Casper! So as you can see, it's very like Art Nouveau inspired. It's very grand, it's very large. We're on a very small lot, so we can't necessarily make it too big and too grand. It's definitely going to be an interesting one to try and build. But I do think that the castle kit might come in handy. We need to make sure we have got 9 rooms inside. Okay, that's not looking too bad. It's quite Art Nouveau. So maybe we need to have a round roof. I feel like we need a bit of a flick. Oh yeah, that's much better. For the outside walls, it was white. I like that, that looks good. What do we have door-wise? Oh, perfect. Any windows? Yes, lots of windows. To be honest, I really need to do the floor plan. I need to do the floor plan. Okay, I think I have the floor plan done. You walk into the lounge, you have a dining room, a kitchen, a hallway, and a bathroom, so that's 5. And then the hallway continues upstairs, and then you have a bathroom, so 6, a bedroom, so that's 8. And then upstairs you have like a secret little room, which is 9. Okay, I did it. Now I know where everything is going. Let's put the windows in. Okay, I have all the windows in, so now I need to just turn this into some glass walls, and I think we'll just add a couple dead trees. Perfect. I love that. I think that's so cute. Now we can head inside. The first room we're going to do is the lounge, so let's spin and see what we get. Beetlejuice. Okay, so we're going stripes, we're going green, we're going weird. That's the vibe we're going for. I don't know if we're going to be able to find a sofa that's really going to go with it, but we can try. I think also purple's quite a big colour in Beetlejuice as well. So flooring wise, we can definitely do like the check tiling. Perfect. That is Beetlejuicy. And then I'm thinking green wallpaper. Wrong kind of green. I have an idea. Instead of green wallpaper, we could get the stripy one and then have like turn the lights green. Hang on, I need to bring a sim here. Oh, yes. Let's try and get a sofa. Oh, this one is black, white, and green. That might be a good one. That's a good one. I think I'm gonna go for the stripy one for sure. Thing is, we definitely need to get some like purple in here because that's also very much a colour. I mean, it looks less like a sitting room and more like a really fancy entrance. Thing is, I was thinking of doing it like that, but then I'm like, or maybe instead of these big things, we have like a smaller door. Okay, and then we can put the TV over here. Oh, I do like that one. I'm wondering, do they have it? Oh, that is perfect. That is exactly like the snake. Question is, do we do it like that? Or do we do it like that? And then we just kind of need some like sculpture decoration things, but I don't really know what to go for. Skelly sim, we need that. Okay, perfect. Ah! See, that kind of reminds me of the snake, so maybe we could like try and use that. Yeah, a little bit. That might do. He kind of looks like Beetlejuice. Not really, but I think that's as close as we're gonna get. Okay, well, I think that is our Beetlejuice room done. It's not the best in the world, but it'll do. Let's move on to the dining room. Let's spin for the dining room. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. I love that movie. So the dining room in the Rocky Horror Picture Show is big, it's grand, they have a big table, they've got a big chandelier hanging, so I definitely think we need to embody that. It's also quite a dark room. I think for the walls we need something like that, or like this. Oh, that's a nice one. Okay, and then we can go for like a red carpet too. Perfect. Right, let's get a nice big chandelier. I love that, but it's going to make it impossible for them to eat. Oh no. Okay, I think we're going to have to go for this one. It's as much of a chandelier as we can get because the one I actually want to use, which is this one, is way too big. Okay, let's get a nice big dining room table, and it had a red cover on it, so this is kind of perfect. And they had some very regal looking chairs. Now the Rocky Horror Picture Show is about a mad scientist, so I'm gonna write scientist in and see what we get. There you go, that's slightly better. Gives us a little bit more wiggle room. Right, put a ray on it, laboratory table, and I want to see if I can find a statue. I'm looking for Rocky. I just realised for Casper we should have a graveyard. Okay, I think this statue is our best bet for Rocky. There you go, so we got Rocky, we've got some lab stuff. That would be so good, Journey to the Stars, because they end up being abducted by aliens. I definitely think as well we can get some of the show curtains from Business and Hobbies. It's the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah. Okay, I think that is our Rocky Horror Picture Show one done. I don't think it's very obvious what it is, but I think it's fine. I'll put a plant in the corner just to liven it up a bit. But at least we have Rocky. That's always good. Okay, let's move on to the kitchen. So for the kitchen, we are going to have it. Okay, sewage, balloons, yellow. That's what we're going for. So we need to make it look like it's in a sewage system. So I'm thinking this. I think that works. And it's very, very important that we have a bathroom sink. So I'm thinking we can use this one, the corporate chic countertop. Let's get a crap fridge. You know, restoration work kit would have come in good, but oh well. But here, right in the middle of the room, we need a bathroom sink. Da, 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 da. Well, there we go. Get some red balloons. Perfect. Red balloon right there. Clown, obviously. Well, we should definitely get the gleeful clown because let's be honest. Let's be honest. He's smiling. He is always smiling. Okay, and then I definitely think for the flooring, we need yellow. We need it to be yellow like his coat though. That might work. No, that's a way better colour. That's so good. Okay, and now we need sewer. That would have been perfect. Well, you know what we can do? We can put it here anyway. There you go, little sewage. And you know what we need? We need a boat. That's so annoying. I mean, I guess a boat would do. We got a paper aeroplane. Maybe we could put the paper aeroplane there and be like, yeah, it's a boat. Look at that. Balloons coming out of the sink. I love that. That's so good. Right, I think that's how we have to leave this room because there's nothing more to get. But we have the clown, which is good. Next room is, let's do the bathroom. So let's see what we get for our bathroom. Happy Death Day. So if you haven't seen it, it's not a very popular movie. Like, I haven't heard many people talk about it. Happy Death Day is like Groundhog Day, but she keeps dying on her birthday and she has to figure out who her killer is. I liked it. It was a really good movie. It's all set at a university. So what I'm thinking is that we need to use university and make it look like a university bathroom, but then also somehow, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but somehow get blood? I don't know. Well, we've definitely got a shower. Oh, that's good. Okay, there we go. We got one of the university doors. I mean, I guess we could go for blue. Kind of works. Right, we'll do the floor in a minute. Okay, let's go bathroom. So we have a shower, toilet. We do have a toilet. The only problem is definitely not going to fit in here. We also have a rug, but that's not going to fit in here. No accents. Paintings. Okay, we got some paintings. You're a bit like a Bridechester poster. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's get a toilet, and then we can get a sink. Now, this is where the trouble comes in. There isn't any, yeah, there's no blood. Oh, okay, yeah, that could work. There you go, a knife. Okay, so in The Sims 4, they don't have blood. However, this is plasma. So I'm just wondering if, like, that's worth doing? I don't know. The thing is, the person killing her has, like, a really creepy, like, baby mask on. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, is there maybe some kind of, like, creepy thing that we could do? That is truly horrifying. That is truly horrifying, but we could put that in there. I think it works. Right, let's get some flooring in here. All right, there we go. So that is Happy Death Day done. University, knives, a creepy baby mask. Hallway. Hallway is the next one. Let's see what we get. Coraline. Okay, I like this. I think I'm definitely going to go more into the alternative world Coraline for sure. So we should definitely go for white for the staircase and then pink to match the house. I'm actually thinking now, I hate the pink. I think I might make it kind of midnighty blue and kind of make it like starry night with the moon and the stars, and we can add buttons. I think that's a good idea. It's kind of like her colours are like purpley and bluey. Oh, maybe that's a good one. And then we can have some dark stairs. Oh, that's perfect. Her little red Converses. We need like a circle here. Oh my gosh, yes, 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 yes. That's like the doorway into, that's so good. And look, she's left her shoes there. You know what, actually I'm gonna put it on this wall. The cat, abso-freaking-lutely. That little mouse hole for the mice. Oh my gosh, doesn't this one have button eyes? Oh my gosh, please tell me. I swear that one has button eyes. It kind of does. That is perfect. That one does have button eyes. The moon. Okay, we can put this here and we can put our dolls on top of it. And then we can put the sewing box up here as well. We could do this to pretend it's like the house. The cat. That is amazing. I really thought there'd be like buttons or something somewhere, but there isn't. The little twisted tendrils. Kind of reminds me of their garden. So once I put it down, I can't move it. So gotta be real careful about where I put them. Okay, and then I definitely want some pumpkins because in the garden they had pumpkins. Let's get some doors for the bedrooms. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm actually thinking I might put this over here and move this downstairs because it's quite iconic that the dad was playing piano, so I kind of want a piano upstairs, as cool as that would be. I can't get that. So I'm gonna have to just get a normal one. Okay, I really like this one. I think it's cool. All right, let's move on to the bathroom. So let's see what we get for the bathroom. Hotel Transylvania. Okay, so basically for Hotel Transylvania, we just have to go with old and vampire. That's essentially it, or monsters in general. So we can definitely go for some like creaky floorboards. I mean, that could be a pretty good one. Gives the vibe we're going for. Yeah, I don't hate that. Oh, we could go for that. Oh, yeah. Now we have to hope that we have anything bathroom related. Oh, look, we have a bath shower combo. We've got a sink. Good, good. We could put the toilet there and hope it works. I don't know if it's going to. I hope this works. And in reality, vampires don't need a mirror, but we'll give them a mirror anyway. You give them a cool, funky chandelier. I'm just thinking, is there any like goo? A goo puddle. Yes. I'm gonna put the goo puddle in this bathtub. That's hilarious. Let's move on to the master bedroom. Is that the master bedroom? I'm gonna say this is the master bedroom because it'll be able to fit a double bed in it. Okay, I'm really hoping for the Addams Family or Cabin in the Woods. I want to save Little Shop of Horrors for the last room. Yay! I did it! I manifested. Okay, so the Addams Family, well, we definitely know what we need to do. Obviously, we need it dark, we need it black, and we need this bed. Oh yeah. I mean, he kind of looks a bit like Gomez. Put those there. Oh, 1000% need a skull. Let's put this tapestry. Oh, we can pretend these are their bedside tables. Perfect. Candles, a skull. Right, let's give them some dark flooring. Oh, actually, would it be like a dark stone? I feel like it would be. It's like their bedroom's a torture chamber. Okay, that's good. I like that. I think it is kind of giving Addams Family. We just need like a lurch, huh? Lurch is kind of like a zombie. Thing is, they also have like a torture chamber and electricity and stuff like that, but that's not in The Sims, so I can't make that. There you go, little lurch by their bed. Okay, let's move on to the kids' room. I'm hoping for Cabin in the Woods, but Little Shop of Horrors will be fine as well, but let's see what we get. And it is Cabin in the Woods, which means I get my wish and the last room of the house will be Little Shop of Horrors. So, Cabin in the Woods, if you haven't seen it, it looks like it should be a really scary movie. But oh my gosh, it is the funniest thing ever. Like, I don't watch scary movies, but it's a comedy, I promise you this. So if you're ever wanting to watch something that is a bit spooky, but you don't want to be scared, watch it because it's funny and the cast is amazing. So we're going for cabin build. So we need wood. That's what we're going for. We need wood. There you go, rustic. So we've got the bed. I should probably just put on Adventure Awaits, shouldn't I? We could put the cute little bear one. Oh, I love that one. I'm genuinely just trying to make it look like a cabin. Now, the most important part of the movie is that there are hatches that let the monsters come up. We need to figure out a way to kind of mimic a hatch, but also there's a double-sided mirror in the movie too. So I'm kind of like, I want there to be a mirror so that it's like a double-sided mirror, or it gives the illusion of a double-sided mirror. Okay, perfect. I mean, we could technically do that and pretend that's the hatch, or we could put one of these and pretend that's the hatch and be like, oh my gosh, why is it a different color? That might have to do. I have no idea how I'm going to make a hatch any other way. Let's move that. Let's put a toy or two in here just so it actually looks like a kid's room. Okay, cabin in the wood, there you go. Bit on the nose, but whatever. And our last one is Little Shop of Horrors. And I know exactly what I need to do. I need to get a cow plant to put in here. I love this is brilliant. Might have to make him slightly smaller just because he's a bit of a big boy. And then we can just fill up with plants. Honestly, my favourite song from Little Shop of Horrors is Suddenly Seymour. It's such a good song. Suddenly Seymour. Okay, we definitely need some like square tile kind of situation going on. And in the movie they've got yellow walls. Yeah, like that. I feel like I need to change the floor again. Yeah, that's better. We need something to put some plants on because it's a flower shop. Look, there's another cow plant. Okay, and that is our Little Shop of Horrors room done. I think it's so cute. And he's got a cow plant. Oh, it cracks me up. And that is the whole house completely finished. I absolutely think it's brilliant. So we got Casper for the outside. So I tried to make it kind of shaped as much as I could like the original Casper building, but I don't know if it's worked out that way. But we've got some like dead plants, dead trees. We've even got 3 little graves out here for the ghosts. Now the first room is the lounge, and for the lounge we got Beetlejuice. I've only ever seen Beetlejuice once. I wasn't really a fan of it, but I thought it'd be a really fun one to do for the for a room. I put this up here because it reminded me of the snake. We've also got a bunch of stripy stuff and swirly stuff and purples and greens, and I put that painting there because I was like, if you squint and tilt your head, it kind of looks like Beetlejuice. So the next room is the dining room, and in this one we got the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now that's a hard one to try and do. I tried to make it look like the dining room from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I've got like some lab stuff, I've got like a ray, some alien essence, because spoiler, I think they're aliens. I mean, who really knows with the Rocky Horror Picture Show? It's freaking crazy, I love it. And then we've got this guy over here, he's my Rocky. So this is the dining room. It's pretty chill. I've made sure to put like the curtains as well to make it look like the end part of the show. So the next room we have is through here, and it was the hallway, and we got Coraline for the hallway. I love this. I think I fucking nailed this. We've got dolls with creepy button eyes. We've got the tunnel with her Converses. We've got stars, the cat, and then it is continued upstairs, but we'll have a look upstairs in a minute. In here we've got the bathroom, and the bathroom we got Happy Death Day. So Happy Death Day is set in a university, which is kind of why I've used a lot of university stuff, but she keeps dying. There's someone who is dressed with a baby mask on who keeps killing her. So and they stab her. So I've put in some knives. I've kind of put a broken mirror because it's kind of like smashed her head against the mirror, put in there like a baby, and I've sized it up because he wears a baby mask. But I mean, this is an okay room. Through here we have the kitchen, and take a guess what we got. We've got the clown up there. We've even got our own little sewer. We've got some balloons. We've got some balloons even coming out of the sink. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Does it look like a sewer? Not really, but it works. And I intentionally put like a bathroom looking sink there because of the bathroom scene. That's really creepy. And I've even got a little boat, but I didn't have a paper boat, so I put a paper aeroplane next to a boat, mush it together, get a paper aeroplane boat. So if you come upstairs, we have Coraline continued. I've got the moon up there. I've gotten these kind of vines and pumpkins to try and like represent the garden in Coraline, and then we've even got a little mouse hole for the mice. And then I put piano because the dad plays the piano in a really creepy way. So in here we got the bathroom. The bathroom we got Hotel Transylvania. I made sure to put the goo on the floor for the goo guy, and then I've also used just a lot of vampire stuff because that's what Hotel Transylvania is. It's a hotel for monsters, but it is run by vampires. So we got some goo, and we've even got some goo in the bathtub. The next room, we got the Addams family for the master bedroom. So I went very much Morticia and Gomez. I figured this painting kind of looked like Gomez, so I put him there. We got some swords to represent the sword fighting that Fester and Gomez do together. We've even got Lurch over here in the corner. And then I've just kind of made it look as much of like a dungeon as I can. I think it's kind of done all right. It kind of looks like a dungeon. The next room is the kids' room. Now the kids' room, we got Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is just set in a cabin, and they are human sacrifices, but it's hilarious. It's a very funny movie. I remember showing it to my husband for the first time, and he was really nervous because he doesn't like scary movies either. But I was like, I promise you, like, you have to watch it. And he cracked up. He thought it was so funny. So I've made it look like a cabin, but over here in the corner is the hatch. So all the monsters and everything come out of hatches out of the ground. But yeah, this is just a kid's room. It's pretty basic, not much going on. It's a cabin. So the next room is at the top of the tower, and we got Little Shop of Horrors. I've got us a cow plant. I've put lots of plants around. I've even put up a poster foreshadowing. Come on guys, don't fuck with the cow plant. But this is my Little Shop of Horrors. I tried to make it look a bit like the room. They kind of have like yellow wallpaper. It's a plant shop. They've got like the same kind of flooring, but it was a very small space, so I did what I could. I had so much fun building this. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite spooky Halloweeny movie? I have to say it's a toss-up for me between the Addams family and Rocky Horror Picture Show. I just love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later. Bye.